Formatting reality. The code behind the illusion.
Welcome to today's deep dive. Do you ever feel that the world you see and touch is absolute, solid, and indestructible? But what if I told you that everything is actually just a computer program that can be rewritten at any moment? Today, we are going on a journey to completely flip your perception. We will deconstruct the underlying logic of how our brains operate and explore how we construct this so-called physical world. Imagine this: last night, you had a nightmare where you fell into the deep ocean and were about to drown. You woke up in a cold sweat. Now, tell me, was there even a drop of seawater on your bed? Of course not. Yet, the sensation of suffocation and the terror you felt in that dream were 100% real. This brings up a fascinating question. If fake water that doesn't exist can trigger such a real physiological response in a dream, is the waking reality we experience right now truly as absolute as we believe it to be? To break down this mind-bending puzzle, we divided today's analysis into 5 parts. We start with the dream paradox, move to the reality as information, teach you how to format your brain and install new software, and finally, witness the power of focus. In short, we are translating ancient philosophical concepts into a modern hacker's guide to the brain as operating system. Part E: The Dream Paradox. The concept here divides our experience into night dreams and daydreams. You see, no matter how intense a night dream is, the moment you open your eyes, it vanishes, but in essence, the waking reality we are in now is just the same. It is a daydream. As Zen Master Yongjie said, in the dream, the 6 realms are clear. Upon awakening, the universe is empty and vast. As long as your state of consciousness remains illusory, your reality is also temporary. If you go to sleep tonight, doesn't everything in your daydream of today vanish in an instant? So, why do we feel this world is so undeniably real? Master Zhongfan proposed a core concept: mistaking the illusory for the real. It is simply because our brain has already defined it. No one is born knowing that steel is hard or that water will drown you. These are inputs accumulated from past karma and environmental conditioning. When your brain stubbornly believes these illusions are real, they become an indestructible reality within your perception system. This is what we call everything is a manifestation of consciousness.
Part 2: Reality as Information. Since reality is defined by the brain, let's see how ancient wisdom parallels modern technology. The analogy of a computer is perfect. The 5 aggregates, the constituents of our being, are like computer hardware and operating systems, while our daily actions and karma are the lines of code being input. You might think, that steel and wood are physically there. How can they be information? If you zoom out to the fundamental level, aren't different molecular structures just different arrangements of information? You input your karma card, and the corresponding results appear on your reality screen. It is that simple. Even time is just a user-defined parameter. To a microbe, a single sentence we speak might last a lifetime. But from the higher dimension of the Brahma heaven, a human lifetime might be just a blink. Time is not absolute. Its speed depends entirely on the observer's software. Part 3: Formatting the Brain. How do we crack this code? The text provides a clear two-step process. Format the hard drive. You must purge the junk software in your brain. You need to tear away the hooks, the attachments to material things, the entanglements in relationships, and delete those old karmic habits, samskaras, with one click. Once the system is clean, you reach what Buddhist philosophy calls the stage of dry wisdom, Konadipati. Imagine a brand new supercomputer, running fast and clean, with no obstacles. Install new software. Even with a clean machine, it won't function without applications. The text uses a beautiful analogy: the screen versus the image. The phenomena we experience are the fleeting images on the screen, but the screen itself, our fundamental nature, is eternally real and unchanging. Once you distinguish between the two, you stop mistaking the illusions for the absolute. Part 4: Installing new software. Many view the supernatural feats of ancient masters as magic, but there is a scientific explanation. Just like learning to type at first, you hunt for keys, but eventually, it becomes a reflexive, instantaneous action. So-called supernormal powers are not miracles. They are just an extreme mastery of underlying physical laws and software. If you understand the variables like using a cold bead to condense water vapor or a lens to focus sunlight, you can manifest what you need. It is all within the control of the laws of nature. Part 5. The power of focus. Why can the masters change reality while we cannot? The answer lies in mental power and concentration samadhi. We are often scattered and doubtful, which changes nothing. But masters possess absolute concentration. This extreme focus is the key to breaking physical barriers and rewriting underlying data.
Mantras, for example, are not superstition. They are advanced physical operations. They utilize specific sound frequencies combined with powerful intention. When a frequency charged with high-level concentration is emitted, it can directly alter the molecular density of matter. The text cites the famous water crystal and plant experiments. While many skeptics label these pseudoscience because they cannot replicate the results, the text offers a brilliant perspective. The reason skeptics fail is because they approach the experiments with a scattered mind. The only condition for success is extreme mental power and focus. This also applies to modern innovators. Why can someone like Elon Musk achieve what industry giants cannot? It's not just business strategy. It's that his brain's operating capacity, his mental power far exceeds the average. This extreme focus is the ultimate software that allows him to hack the physical world. Reflection. This brings us to a massive realization. Are the limitations we face every day truly unbreakable truths? Or are they just the result of our brains running outdated, unupdated software? If this entire world is truly just a daydream, are you ready to format your mind and install your own brand new software? With this revolutionary perspective, go forth and explore your inner, infinite potential. That's all for today's deep dive. See you next time.